Thank you for joining today, and let's get into our flexibility. So you're going to start close to the edge of your chair, and we're going to start with some leg stretching first. So we're going to have one leg extended and the other leg is bent. Now that extended leg, you want to have it out in front of you, fully extended, leg is straight, and you're going to reach with both hands and slide those hands down the leg, past the knee, towards the shin, going towards the ankle, and go down as far as you can. Of course, making sure that you're still comfortably sitting in your chair. The other leg that is bent and flat-footed, you want to keep grounded and stable and strong. Support yourself with that leg as you bend forward. And you're just reaching down with two hands, coming down as far forward as you can, and just hold it there. We're just working on a little stretch for our lower back, our hamstrings, the back of our leg, behind our thigh, behind the quadriceps. So we're just holding it there. Try to breathe through it. If you can go down a little further and reach, make your way down a little bit more. Try to increase your flexibility by gradually getting down that leg a little bit more as time goes on. So you want to just keep working on that flexibility, keep reaching. The goal eventually is to get down to the shoe, the toes, with your hands, and that is a challenge. Nice and easy, come back up, very slowly, switch legs. So we'll bend the other leg, the one that we were just stretching. Now the other leg that was supporting us is now going to be extended. Make sure that knee is nice and straight and locked out. Two hands, nice and slow. Always going slow in the beginning when we stretch. Nice and easy. Now obviously in the beginning you're going to be limited in your range of motion and your flexibility. And that's to be expected. But as time goes on and as that muscle lengthens, you can increase the flexibility and reach down a little further. And if you feel quite comfortable right where you are, that's totally fine as well. Not a big deal. You can reach a little bit more. Now's the time. Give it a little extra and focus on your breathing as you're stretching and trying to increase that range of motion and get your hands further down that leg. Work on the breathing. Breathe through it. Nice and easy. Come back up. Come up slowly, and then we'll back up, scooch all the way back against your chair, and we're going to cross one leg over the other. So the goal here is to get your ankle right on top of that thigh. So you can see that one leg is bent, supporting you. The other leg is crossing over. And you're getting part of your shoe, part of your ankle and heel right on top of that thigh, right around the knee. And you want to hold it there. For some people, this might be a little too much of a stretch. So what you can do is you can lower the leg or extend the supporting leg by moving your foot out. And so this will kind of lower everything so that it's a little easier for you. And you want to hold that ankle in place on top of that thigh and push on the knee. Or just let gravity and the weight of the leg do its thing and work on the flexibility on its own. So those are options there. If this is good for you when you want a little more flexibility, Then you're going to really try to push on that knee with your elbow and forearm, and you will lean into it. So again, depending on where you're at and your flexibility in your hip, so you're going to feel this on that hip. The leg that's up and bent and crossing over, you're going to feel it on that same side of the hip and the glutes and the butt a little bit. Then just hold it, breathe through it, and even crossing over with that leg down or extended and you're a little lower, if this is a little too much and it's still challenging for you, you can even cross your legs and work on this. Believe it or not, this can be challenging for some people as well. And if that's really tough, then you can cross at the ankles and just work on that. So you have options. So we're just trying to stretch out the glutes, stretch out those hips, switch legs. Make sure you're all the way back against your chair. On the back end, right on the backrest, so you want to scooch all the way back. Figure out where you are on this leg. One side is going to be a little stiffer than the other, and that's normal. And then just gradually work on your flexibility, pushing down on the knee. Or whatever it is that you're doing, and you want to mimic what you did on the other side. Do the same thing to begin with on this side, on our second time around. So you start off there, and then from there you can adjust and make adjustments where you're either increasing the flexibility, moving the leg out, or kind of manipulating your body so that you can still get that stretch in that hip. So this side tends to be a little stiffer for me. In the beginning it was really tough, but now I can increase my flexibility now that I've been holding it for quite some time, and now I can push into it a little bit more. Keep holding, keep working on that stretch. Nice and easy. Come out of that, put the leg down, and moving on. Let's work on our lower back. So we got to start slow on this one for our lower back. So kind of sitting in the middle of your chair, we're going to turn and rotate and twist our torso. And you're going to grab your arm chair or the armrest of your chair and turn your body so that you're looking over your shoulder. So for me, I'm grabbing my left side or my left arm bar on my chair, and I'm trying to look over my left shoulder. But you want to do this very slowly. And you're using your arms as leverage to help you turn and twist and turn and look over the shoulder. Like with everything else, we always go slow and work on the flexibility little by little. Holding for a couple of seconds, and then we come out of that, face forward. You're going to go to the other side. Grab the arm bar of your chair, and now you're looking over the right side or right shoulder. Nice and easy, come back to center. Now one thing I didn't say, not every chair has these arm bars, which is fine. What you can do is you can grab your leg and then grab the seat of your chair and then twist that way. So you're still using your arms to help you turn. And we're going to go back to the same side we began with, which is our, for me, my left side. Using your arm against the leg, using that other arm that's holding onto the seat of your chair, And this is what it looks like on a side view. So I'm actually grabbing that chair with my hand, squeezing firmly, placing my hand on my leg right around the knee, and I'm trying to push away and look over my left side. And that's an alternative if you do not have that armrest on your chair. And it's doing the same thing. This is a little bit more challenging to do. That arm bar does provide some pretty good support and leverage. Okay, same thing, other side. I'll give you that little side profile view using my leg and the base of my chair or the seat of my chair to help me turn. And again, going slow, nice and easy, looking over the shoulder. Take your time. Don't force the stretch. Go slow. Really, really take your time. And whenever your body tells you to stop, you just stop. Listen to your body. Don't force the stretch. We never want to force it or bounce. Just want to go slow and gradually increase the range of motion. Nice and easy. Come back to center. Okay, moving on. So we're going to continue to work with our lower back and spine. Again, being very careful and moving slowly. Arms are out to the side. Feet are wide. And you're sitting in the middle of your chair. Posture is real tall. Now from here, we're going to lean to the side. Now as I go down with one hand, the other arm or hand is going to come up. So they call these airplanes. And it's just like when an airplane turns, one wing will go down while the other goes up. And that's what you're trying to do. And you're going slowly. Once your body stops you, come right back up to the middle, to the top, and then go to the other side. And you should be feeling a good stretch right in between the hip and the ribs. We're stretching out our obliques, which is a side abdominal muscle. And once you feel like you've reached that full stretch, you come back to the tall sitting position and then go to the other side. Again, moving slowly, doing what you can. Do not force it. Hold it for a couple of seconds at the bottom and then go to the other side. So we're just going back and forth. Let's do 2 more times on each side. Down, getting as far down as you can. Going to the other side. Last one on each side. If you can get to the floor with your hand, great. If not, no big deal. As long as you're feeling that stretch, then you're doing it right. Other side, last one. Nice and easy. And back. And moving on. Okay, so I'm going to give you a side view. You don't need to move over there at home. But what you do need to do is scooch close to the edge of your chair. Don't fall out of your chair, of course, right? Be careful. So you're sitting close to the edge of your chair. And then you're going to lean back. And I'm going to take my jacket off. It's getting a little warm. And then I'm going to lean back. So I'm sitting close to the edge of the chair. Now I'm going to lean back. Now from here, there's quite a bit of space between your lower back, mid-back, and the seat of your chair and the backrest of your chair. You want to have that. So you're trying to set up your body so that your spine is straight. And from there, you're going to look up and allow your arms to come out to the sides. And hopefully, there's nothing obstructing you or obstructing your arms so that you can let those arms go out to the side and let the weight of your arms and gravity pull those arms down, and you should feel a stretch across your chest. Now your neck is going to work a little bit as you're looking up towards the ceiling, and that's fine. It's going to work because it's supporting your head, your brain, your skull. It weighs anywhere between 9 to 12 pounds, give or take. And we're only going to hold it for a little bit longer, so continue to stretch. Keep those arms out there. Get that stretch through the chest. And nice and easy come out of that, and that's all we need. Moving on. Perfect. Okay, let's stretch out our shoulders. So as you can tell, we're kind of working our way up the body. Started with the legs, got the hips, lower back. Now we got the chest. We're going to get some more shoulders and arms. So from here, right arm or left arm extended out in front of you. From here, we're going to come across the body with that left arm. And so you're bringing that left arm over to your right side. Now your right hand is going to go right against your left elbow and pushing it into the chest. And you just hold it there. Now from here, you should be feeling a pretty good stretch in that shoulder, that upper arm, kind of in that rear back area of the deltoid, right around the armpit, rib cage. You're just holding it. Nice and easy. Relax. Other side. So now the right arm is out in front. You bring the right arm over to the left side. Your left hand is against that right elbow, and you push it in towards the chest. And we hold it there. Just holding it, keeping it there, stretching out the shoulder. Nice and easy, come out of that. Okay, this next one can be a little tricky. So, left arm again, turn the palm so it's facing up towards the ceiling. Then from there, touch your shoulder with your fingertips. Now the challenge here is to bring that elbow vertical and then move your hand a little bit so your fingers will slide off that shoulder and then make its way to your spine. If you have difficulty doing this on your own, then you want to use your free arm, your right hand, your right arm, to push that elbow up. The challenge is trying to get that arm from the shoulder to the elbow, pointing straight up towards the ceiling. And so you can push from below. If that's pretty easy for you, then you can pull from above and bring the arm, the elbow, the bicep behind your head. And so you have options. You can push from below or you can pull from up above. Now when I'm pulling from up above, I'm trying to actually pull that elbow behind my head because it's already vertical, so that's half the battle. And then from there, I can just pull that elbow behind the head, and now you feel that big stretch through the armpit and ribcage area. You're just holding it there. Either way, you're going to feel it, whether you're pushing from below or pulling from above. You're going to feel that stretch. All right, let's transition to the other arm. So now my right arm, palm is up. Touch my shoulder with the right fingertips. Start to bring that elbow up towards the ceiling. If you need to push from below, start to push from below. Move those fingers over towards the spine. And from here, you make adjustments. If this is easy, then you start to shift and pull that arm behind your head with that left hand. Or you're holding it and pushing from below. So it's totally up to you and based on your flexibility. Nice and easy. Come out of that. And let's finish with our neck. So from here, sitting tall, we're just going to let one ear go down towards the shoulder. I'm starting with my right shoulder, bringing my right ear to the right shoulder. And I'm still sitting tall. I'm not trying to lean to the side. I'm just tilting my head to the side, bringing my ear close to my shoulders. Now try to relax your shoulders. Don't try to lift and shrug your shoulders up to your ear. That's not the point. The goal is to stretch the opposite side. So as I'm leaning to the right, I'm trying to stretch the left side of my neck. Now go to your left side, go to the left shoulder, bring that left ear down towards the left shoulder. And now you should feel that stretch on the right side of your neck. And we just hold it there. Then from here, we're going to bring the chin straight down, and we're going to stretch the back of our neck. So we bring the head down, looking towards the floor. Drop the chin towards your chest. And if you want a little extra support and a little extra stretch on this one, you can use your hands on the back of your head and very, very gently, push the head down towards your chest. You're still sitting tall. Don't bend your body. Nice and easy, come out of that. And let's do one final rotation for our neck. So what we're going to do is very similar to what we did with our lower back stretch at the beginning of this routine. Is now we're just going to look over our shoulder, but using your neck and your chin. So no assistance with your arms or your body. Turn as much as you can, look over your shoulder, and you should feel a big stretch coming across that on the opposite side of your neck. And then start to look towards the center, facing front with your eyes. Now go to the other side. Again, we're stretching the opposite side of the neck. So as you look over your left shoulder, you're stretching the right side. One more time, go to the right, look over the right shoulder, stretch the left side, and then go to your left shoulder and stretch the right side. Perfect. Little forearm stretch, we're almost there. Palm is facing straight ahead, but my fingers are facing down. I'm starting with my right arm. So right arm is out in front, palm is facing forward, but my fingers are pointing down. I'm going to grab my fingers with my free hand and pull them back. Very gently, of course, towards your forearm or back towards your elbow. Of course, they're not reaching that far. You're just kind of pulling back on your fingers. And you should be feeling a pretty good stretch in the forearms. And of course, you're always doing this very gently, very slow in the beginning. Never want to force the stretch. All right, last one. Palm facing forward, fingers pointing down. I'm on my left arm. With my right hand, I'm pulling on my left fingers, and I'm trying to bring it towards my forearm or elbow. Give it a nice little pull, stretch there. Nice and easy come out of that. And that's it. Bravo. Good job. We are all done. Good little mobility, flexibility. We got the whole body. And we are all done. Bravo. Good job. Drink plenty of water. And we are all finished.